The beginning's the hardest part because you don't have the results yet to fucking motivate you. The more often you can finish a lift and say to yourself, I pushed myself fucking hard today. That was badass. Is that ever gonna be a bad scenario? I mean, this is when you gotta do it, when nobody's watching. You know, if it's just you, don't worry, these lifts add up. You will fucking get something out of it. You know, think about your ex-girlfriend or somebody who pissed you off in between sets, whatever you wanna do. Listen to your music, get hyped up. As long as you can get those hard sets done, you know, take a couple seconds beforehand. Take a couple huffs and puffs. You gotta do things that feel good for you, which you can like kind of understand what benefit you're getting from it. When you're doing something, try to understand why you're doing it, and that can sort of motivate you to do it harder. Just because you maybe aren't feeling perfectly 100% in the zone one day.
You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible. That's how you fucking do something worthwhile. That's how you beat the fucking odds. And when you believe something is possible, everything else will figure itself out.
There's going to be a small group of hungry savages out there that are going to run every one of you over. Everything out there is for the taking.
Some die for my EVP. 3.5 just they help me sleep. I do a bitch like Joey.
See, this thing you're living in, this thing we call a body, this is a mass of molecules in a very high speed of vibration. There's about 11 million kilowatt hours per pound potential energy locked up in the electrons in the atoms of your body. This thing is a mass of living energy. Your brain is an electronic switching station. And you know the thoughts you think dictate the vibration you're in. When you think negative thoughts, I don't care what it's about, you are putting yourself in a bad vibration. And when you get in a bad vibration, you know what you're going to attract? You're going to attract equal an amount of like energy. That's right. See, it's a vibration we're in that dictates what we do. It's a vibration we're in that dictates how we feel. Feeling is a word we invented to describe our conscious awareness of the vibration we're in. And it's our thoughts that control our vibration.
Sometimes you don't know what you have until you fucking lose it. Don't let that shit, don't let the fact that you can wake up every fucking morning, move your legs, jump out of bed, do your shit, and have no fucking problems. Don't just take that for granted, man. There's a lot of people who would be dying to be in your shoes. So that's sort of a situation where you gotta try to be humble with what you have. You know, I'm not a monk. I'm not so enlightened that I don't have such an ego that I'm always thinking about more and I can't be satisfied with where I am. But you got to be able to sort of back up a little bit and, you know, look at what's going on in your own situation right now and think, all right, I'm in the good old days right now. I better fucking enjoy it. So maybe, yeah, that'll be good. What are you thankful for in the comments section?
What do you do if you go to the gym and realize you just don't have enough energy to enjoy your workout? So you're not always going to feel like killing it. You know, it's not like every variable is always going to be in your favor. So if things are a little off and you still get after it, then how do you think you'll perform when you actually did get enough rest and you did eat enough food and you're fully hydrated and you're just physically like, all right, come on. You're going to do that much better. So it's up to the person, but unless you're like dying sick or something, to an extent, I would say at least make an effort to think, okay, do I really need to take this day off, or am I just saying that? Right? Because if you're just saying that, like I said, you know, a couple questions ago, that's not a dog-eating mentality in any